We're going to be happening at fucking 11:03 at night now, right? Alright, well, some new faces, some old ones. Hello, how are you? New friends and old. A lot of life things have been happening since the last time we talked. Started going to therapy. It's really good. Yeah, really good. You know, you're just fixing out your head, and it goes very well until the therapist realizes you're using the same jokes on them all the damn time, and then it gets a little bit dicey. You get a little bit angry, like, oh, is this a comedy routine? I'm like, yeah. But, you know, as you do. They literally ask, hey, why are you here? I'm like, oh, you know, just an insatiable need to stick a gun in my mouth, and it's like, oh, that's why you're here. I'm like, yep. I love it though, by God. I prefer that to the fucking, you know. I'm gonna have a hole in my chest just for the street cred, homie G. But I digress. Speaking of guns, there's a certain news story that every fucking comedian from here to God knows where else has covered, and, you know, we all know about it. So I'll just take my little take on it. My immediate reaction, you know who he is, I know who he is. We all have our different feelings about him. It doesn't really matter, but my immediate reaction, how the fuck do you miss? He is big, round, and orange. Like, legitimately, you would miss the fucking Kool-Aid Man to miss that guy. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, it's sort of like there is nothing more pathetic than like a failed presidential assassin, because you literally have one job. And this little manlet, for example, is just like, get down here. All right, here we go, game time. Time to be. And then, as we know now, the little manlet in question was like looking up porn on his phone before he's about to, you know, go for history, right? So maybe his little micro penis is like a little bit erect. He's just got a little bit off. Misses. It's like, how do you do such a thing? Did you want him to be covered in the target? Oh, does that sound like I condone violence? Oops. I don't know, man. I'm more internally violent than externally violent, but according to my therapist, that just means I have a lot of external anger that I go inside. So, maybe I am. I remember vividly, actually, that came up. There's a lot of holes in the doors in my childhood home. What is referred to as soft-core doors, which now the term soft-core as a prefix has a completely different thing. So whenever you have doors after it, it just throws people off. It's like Jenna Jameson is really working on that that door right there, man. Go get it. Fuck yeah. And there's just holes in the walls, left, right, and other. So I grew up very angry. Now I'm just mildly annoyed. And it's just, ever since then, downhill. I digress though. What is the next disjointed thought? This may be a joke I heard from somebody else, and if it is, someone will find me and kick the shit out of me. That's the plan. What the fuck was the guy who invented milk trying to achieve? He just sees a cow doing their thing, you know, the calves are just, he's just over here. I will. And then, first of all, he has to start doing the thing, so his buddy over here is just like, man, what are you doing down there? He had to really think on his feet about that one, because the dude is legitimately under a cow, just going for it. And his buddy's over here like, what the fuck are you doing? Just a thought. There's there's a very thin line between the person who invented milk and just some weird animalistic sex pervert. I don't know. It's a very thin line. Alrighty, thank y'all. Have a good night.